What's up? This video is my game of the year. Now I know what some people are going to say. Well, I mean, what? Why would you do it now? Well, I mean, all of the big games have come out this year. Um, the big AAA, AA games have come out this year. There are games that are good, but I think the big name games have hit. So I guess it's time to get into um, how I chose my game of the year and what qualifications games had to get into. So without further ado, before I tell you my game of the year, I'm going to give you the qualifications they had to fill in order to do it after the cut. Okay then, we're back, and it's time. Before I get into my favorite game, I'm going to my game of the year. I'm going to talk about the criteria that this game had to get through in order to be crowned my game of the year. Now, um, basically, there's three criteria that I consider when I think about game of the year. The first one is that the game has to elevate the medium. So basically, the medium is video games. Elevating it means that that game makes the entire industry better because it exists. Okay, because there are a lot of games that are released that are kind of hurting the medium, like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty every fucking year. Uh, that type of thing. The second one is that it has to elevate the genre that it's in. So basically, it has to make the genre better. So Castle Wolfenstein is widely considered to be one of the first, the genre-defining first-person shooters. But Doom elevated the medium because Wolfenstein was the first step, but Doom really cemented like the tropes that you need in order for you to have a first-person shooter. So in that regard, Doom not only elevated the entire industry, it also elevated the medium. And the last thing is that it has to elevate the gamers. So what I mean by elevate the gamer, I mean that basically in order to play X game, you have to master different skills, become better. You have to get more into that game. You have to do more in order to get into that game. You have to invest time and energy in order to get better at whatever it is you're doing in that game. And for me, the game that best exemplified these qualities, if you will, um, well, I'll just let the game speak for itself after the cut. Okay, as you can see, my game of the year is obviously Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now, you might ask why. Well, this game met all of my criteria, as I stated earlier. The first, does it elevate the medium? Well, I mean, as in, does this make the industry better? Uh, well, let's make it. Let's think about that. We have the largest open world game to date, high definition open world game to date, and it's not broken. No glitches. Um, all the patches that have been done for this game have been done to make it into a better experience. But the standardized excuse we hear from a lot of these developers, oh, well, the reason the game is broken is because it's just so big. No, you're just a shitty developer. This game is fucking gigantic, and I have yet to run into a bug yet, which tells me that the developers who made this game are just good developers. Secondly, does this game elevate the genre? Well, it does, because, Final Fantasy 15, they changed, Square Enix changed how they were making Final Fantasy 15 after playing this game, which tells you something. Okay, it tells you a couple of things. First of all, they're shitty developers, and they have no faith in their product if you're stealing shit from other people. But whatever. And finally, does this game elevate the gamer? Well, yes. Playing this game, you're forced to play at a higher level than you would normally play on any other system. You're on a lot of other games. They make you into a better gamer. The reason Fallout 4 or The Witcher didn't get this category for me is because Fallout 4 is a casualized experience. It dumbs down the game. It's basically saying, well, you aren't smart enough to play a hard RPG, so we're going to make it easier for you. And The Witcher was casualized as well. The Witcher 3. So basically, this game refines what you already know, making it more difficult, making it more shit involved with it. But in that, I mean, the difficulty is like when you get your ass kicked, it's your fault. It's not because it's difficult for the sake of being difficult. You weren't playing well, or you didn't learn the nuances. And there's tons and tons of resources to get you to play better in this game. It doesn't just kick you in the nuts and then walks away. You know, too bad, motherfucker. It doesn't do that. So, that being said, I'm frankly getting tired of people talking a lot of shit, but I mean, this game is a technical marvel, as I said earlier. It meets all the criterion. It's also really fucking fun, and this game is huge. It is literally the scale of this world. Like, literally, I haven't left Primordia yet, but Primordia by itself could be the main, like, the main area for an entire RPG by itself. Like, you wouldn't have to leave Primordia. There would be so much shit in it to do. And you could have a 30-40 hour RPG just in that area. But there's like 5 continents in this game. And it's just, this game is so fucking big. It's so damn big. It's ridiculous how big this game is. It's ridiculous how much content is in this game. It's ridiculous how much time and energy you can spend playing this game. How much shit is in this game is astounding. And for that reason, the sheer scope, size, game mechanics, design, the fact the game isn't dumbed down, casualized, everything's been refined. It's easy to get into, but difficult to master. So you got to put in some quality time to get good at this game, and that is the hallmark of a truly good game. Whether it be an RPG, a side scroller, a platformer, anything. Easy to get into, but you got to put time in to master it. And for those reasons, this game is the game, or I should say, this game is my game of the year. And with that, I bid you guys a good night and a good day, and Merry Christmas.